Hi, everybody. Claudia McMullen here from Fluffy Cow Coffee. As you all know by now, at Fluffy Cow Coffee, we support farm animal sanctuaries, and we do this by partnering weekly with a specific farm animal sanctuary around the country, whereby we have a week-long online fundraiser where we donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website to that sanctuary. And today we're here with the lovely Corinne Baker from Outsiders Farm and Sanctuary. Good morning, Corinne.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Now, Corinne, tell me about Outsiders Farm, where you're located, your mission, that kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm the co founder of Outsiders Farm and Sanctuary. I founded the sanctuary with my husband, Dan, and both of us and our three children are responsible for the day to day operations. And we are mainly a potbelly pig sanctuary. We have over 300 rescue pigs in
Wow.
our care.
Okay.
And we also have some cows and goats and ducks, chickens, and several dogs and cats. Um, so we're located in Georgia at the very tip of North Georgia, right off the South Carolina border.
Uh-huh.
And I would say we're like in the hot zone of animals in need, especially discarded pet pigs.
Now that's interesting. Why is one? Let's to the extent I know your fan base, I'm sure understands why potbelly pigs are discarded, but maybe our fan, not everybody does. So, can you
Sure.
describe one? Why are potbelly pigs so discarded, and Why are you in a hot zone for that?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people in animal rescue will know that animal laws and animal protection are a lot better in the more northern states.
Oh yeah.
But when you move down to the southeast of the US, there's some places that don't even have animal control. And there's actually zero federal laws or any sort of federal protection for farm animals. So it's a free for all for people to breed them, sell them, do whatever they want with them. And potbelly pigs are one of those animals that in Georgia there's zero regulation for how much people can breed and sell them. And pigs can breed very prolifically. So when you're breeding pigs, there's a lot of them, and people can take their piglets to the flea markets and sell them. They don't need a license to do it. They don't even have to tell the truth. They can just tell people whatever they want to make a quick buck on piglets that are often underage. And they'll tell people, well, here's this tiny piglet. It's 2 months old. The parents don't weigh more than 30 or 40 pounds. It won't get bigger than a beagle. Here you go.
Yeah.
In reality, that piglet is probably just a few days old. Its
Oh.
parents are probably small because they're babies themselves. And there's a rehoming rate of 90 to 95% of pet pigs will be rehomed before their second birthday.
My God.
Yeah, so it's a less than 10% home retention rate for thousands of pigs that are being bred into existence just here in Georgia on a monthly basis.
Oh my God. Do you know, is that statistic that you just said, is that specific to Georgia, or are potbelly pigs writ large, like nationwide, rehomed at that extraordinary rate?
Yes, it's all over the country.
God,
Yeah.
that's so. What happens if somebody can't find a home for the pig?
Well, in our area or in Georgia, if they cannot find, another home like through a rehoming site, some people can can surrender their pigs to their local animal shelter if the animal shelter is really willing to do that. But some people get really desperate and they end up listing them for free on Craigslist, where somebody will get them and eat them.
Oh
There's
God.
there's kind of this common misconception that people don't eat potbelly pigs, and that is 1000% not true. People do eat them. It's free meat for people down here. So Craigslist, people will dump them out. They'll just drive them out to a back road and think, well, they'll forage in the woods,
Right.
but oftentimes they end up roaming onto somebody's property that doesn't want them there.
Right.
So they'll either be shot and killed, or they oftentimes are also used by hunters that train their dogs to hunt feral pigs. They'll use free potbelly pigs or cheap potbelly pigs to train the dogs.
Oh my God.
And
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So, oh my God.
it's a
So
lot.
you're just, I mean, the obviously the problem's massive, and you have 300 pigs on your property. Now, do you adopt? Is there an adoption ability, or is it just sanctuary?
Well, we are 100% open to adoption. We went through the whole state licensing process of being an actual animal shelter with an open adoption program. But I can tell you that in the 3 years that we've been advertising pig adoptions, we've had 12 adoptions total.
Oh my God.
We screen our adopters because we want to make sure the pigs are going to their truly forever home. We don't want to keep bouncing them around. And most people that apply are ill prepared.
Right.
They only want a small pig, or they only want a piglet.
Right.
And unfortunately, we're not breeding them. You know, we are here with rescued pigs.
Right.
So they come most of the time older to us. And yeah.
And how big does a potbelly get?
We tell people to expect anywhere from 80 pounds up to 150 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of our pigs are a little smaller because they might be inbred or come from a bad situation, or they can be bigger because someone overfeeds them after they adopt them. And I mean, even if you look at some of our smaller pigs, somebody might think, oh, that pig's only 50 pounds.
Right.
In reality, she's 100. So they're very dense, even in their, smaller size bodies.
They might be compact, but they're heavy.
Yeah.
Well, so tell me, how do you get your residents?
Okay.
Do people come to you? Or
yeah, sometimes. In the beginning, we were taking pigs from people in our community or within like a 2 or 3 hour radius of us that were just needing to get rid of their pig. And we were pretty open to just accepting them because we wanted to help the pigs. But then we were getting calls almost every day, can you take my pig? And when we take in a pig, we get them spayed and neutered. They go to the vet. They have to get vaccines. Pigs need regular hoof and tusk care. It's a lot of work to maintain a pig.
Yeah.
And so we made a decision at the end of our first year that we weren't going to take owner surrenders anymore. We said, in our opinion, we thought pigs that are in animal control or having a medical emergency were how we could better help. And had fewer resources in general. So we wanted to be that lifeline for them. Moving into that second year, all the calls were coming from animal controls and animal shelters. And in January 2020, we got a call from a sheriff's department about 4 hours south of us. They had gone to serve an eviction notice on a woman, and she had over 80 pigs on the property.
Oh my God.
So they were serving this eviction notice, and she was going to have to leave within a week. And this animal shelter only had room for, I think, 10 to 20 dogs at a time. So they were in no way prepared or able to take in those 80 pigs. So they asked us, can you help? And I said, well, I don't know how we would help either. We're so far away. And 3 days later, the pigs were on their way to us. The Humane Society had hired transporters, and the inmates from that county's jail actually went in to load pigs up, and
wow,
it was quite a production.
Yeah.
And so we thought, okay, we'll just be like the temporary housing facility, and we'll get the adoption license and just start finding all these pigs homes. And COVID hit.
Oh,
We lost a lot of volunteers because they didn't want to come, be around people.
sure.
And the economy changed, so people aren't really recruiting new family members, especially a pig that requires a certain type of fencing, and it's hard to find a vet for a pig too. So yeah,
Wow. So, did you take all 80?
we took 88,
Good Lord.
and
Oh my God.
58 of those were females, and many of them were pregnant. So by spring 2020, we had 147 pigs just from that case. And we did continue to intake after that from animal controls, because they really don't have a way to house pigs in a shelter.
Right.
And we're no longer taking in pigs. We took in one emergency over the summer, but now we're focused more on just being the best sanctuary we can be, knowing that there's not going to be hundreds of adopters banging on the door for these pigs.
Right. How big is your property?
It's only 12 acres, which we know sounds really small, and we had hoped to expand onto a larger property. But a lot of things changed since COVID, and that definitely impacted our intake policy.
And tell me about some of your other residents. You had goats.
Yeah, we have a group of goats. We had 7 goats for a really long time. They were owner surrendered to us, and there's not really a huge need for goats to find rescues. Normally, those are pretty easily adopted. But 2 summers ago, we were contacted by an animal control that they had seized 12 goats from a neglect case. The owners had abandoned them. A few had already starved to death, and they could not find a rescue. And we were shocked that they were calling us, because we're the pig people. And they said they really had no one else to take them. So we took that group, and they were all very, very sick when they came to us. They had a lot of parasites, and that was the last group of goats that we took in. Then
You're kind of maxed out in your property, right?
We're maxed out. We still have a lot of land to use, but it needs to be fenced and cleared. And when we start getting contractors out here for estimates, it's in the thousands to be able to expand onto those parts.
Is it a plan for the future?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Now, Corinne, let's talk about the fundraiser. Now, say, like I mentioned, so to spread the word out to your fan base,
Yeah.
even if you don't drink coffee, we have lots of fun pig swag.
Yeah.
We have pig swag, we have mugs, we have shirts, that kind of thing. We also have really, really good coffee. And like I mentioned, we donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website, not just orders, the items, however many items you order. And we also do an affiliate program thereafter where we will send you a link and your fan base can continue to purchase and we will continue to give to you.
Oh, wonderful.
I know.
Great.
I know. It's exciting. Now tell me, now the fundraiser ends Sunday at midnight. It's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
I was traveling.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I was traveling in Europe and I'm really jet lagged. So it's Thursday. So we have three and a half or more days. So we have to get the word out and get the excitement going because we want to raise a lot of money for Outsiders Farm. And tell me, say we did a really great job and we raised like $300 to $500. Like, what kind of impact would that have on your Outsiders Farm and the pigs?
Yeah, so we are right now trying to get ready for winter. The pigs need lots and lots of bedding and hay to keep warm. And that would be a great kickoff to us stocking up the hay shed with bedding for them. So we have 19 barns that we need to fill with bedding.
Oh, God. Okay.
And that would be a huge help.
All right. Well, listen, that's our charge. That's your charge and my charge for the rest of the week. We are going to get the word out because we want to raise a lot of money to buy hay to make sure all those pigs have a warm place to lay this winter. All right, excellent. So I guess that's it. We're just going to spread the word and try to raise as much money as we can and try to make sure that your pigs are happy and healthy and stay warm during the winter.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody the bags that you guys sent us to try. We love the Deja Mu. I told people I'm being 100% honest. It is really delicious coffee.
It's really good coffee.
Yeah.
Like, not for nothing, it's like served in 5-star restaurants and hotels. It's really good coffee. So not only are you drinking a great cup of coffee, you're helping save and keep your resident 300 plus pigs warm and dry for the winter.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Corinne, now you have a great weekend.
You too.
And we will do everything we can on our end, and we'll get with you on Monday and Venmo you or email you or write you a check or however you want to be. You want a donation. We will send it.
Thank you.
All right, Corinne, you have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.